This is Wheat Squared, brought to you by the Oklahoma Wheat Commission and Oklahoma Genetics Incorporated. I'm Don Atkinson. This podcast is for the week ended August 31st, 2019. The United States and Japan have agreed in principle on a trade deal to keep U.S. wheat exports flowing into that market. The U.S. Wheat Associates issued a statement saying they're very happy about the agreement, calling it a huge win. Japan imports 50% of their wheat from the United States, with average annual sales of about 3 million metric tons, worth approximately $700 million per year. Other trade news, China has announced they will be levying an additional 10% tariff against U.S. wheat beginning December the 15th, 2019.
And this was a disappointing escalation of the trade conflict that we've had with China.
Josh Tonsager is Vice President of Policy and Communications with the National Association of Wheat Growers.
Right now it's a 25% tariff, and that has ultimately resulted in the loss of about $430 million worth of lost export sales to China. And so this is another disappointing step in that process.
With the additional 10% tariff, China will be levying an effective rate of 35% on U.S. wheat, corn, and sorghum by the end of the year.
We're hopeful that the administration will be able to move forward with reaching a successful negotiation with China in order to get to a point where the tariffs can be removed and we can start to regain access to that market.
Josh Tonsager with the National Association of Wheat Growers. He said that China is not one of our top markets, but is certainly a major market for U.S. wheat. NOG is hoping to expand that market once this trade dispute is resolved. And a quick note, the Winter Crop School is scheduled for December the 17th through the 18th. Oklahoma State University Student Union. That's a ways out, but not a bad idea to put that on your calendar. That's all the information that's been released so far. Again, Winter Crop School scheduled December 17th through the 18th. Oklahoma State University Student Union. Watch this website for more information, osunpk.com. And the markets for the week, Kansas City Board of Trade, we ended September down 10 1/4 cents, 377. For December, down 6 1/4, 395 1/4. March is off a nickel, 411 1/2. May down 4 cents, 422 1/2. July down 3 3/4 cents, 432 1/4. And September down 2 3/4 cents at 446 1/4. Our December contract, that's 1 3/4 cents lower, 465. For the grain elevator cash bids in Oklahoma, we have for U.S. number 1 hard red winter wheat, the trend 309 to 374. For Davis, reporting 309. Hooker, that's 352. El Dorado, Frederick, Temple, 353. Buffalo and Shattuck, 358. Clinton, 360. Hobart, Keys, Lawton, 362. El Reno, Okarche, O'Keene, Perry, and Stillwater, 363. Alva, that's 365. Cherokee, 366. Manchester, 369. Weatherford, 371. Gary, Medford, Ponca City, Watonga, 372. And for Banner, 374. For the Gulf, 483. And that does it for this week's edition of our Wheat Squared podcast. As always, you can get in touch with us this way. It's wheatsquared@gmail.com. You can also find us online, wheatsquared.com. Thanks for joining us again. I'm Don Atkinson. Wheat Squared is brought to you by the Oklahoma Wheat Commission and Oklahoma Genetics Incorporated.